I'm Bee Brooks.
And I'm Allie Bourgeois.
Welcome to Yogi and the Bee.
Welcome.
Gosh, is this episode 3?
This is episode 3.
What?
I don't know how this is happening.
So, you listeners, who we're so grateful for, a couple of things you need to know behind the scenes. We are together today.
In the same room.
In the same room. It took us it took Allie about, I don't know, a good
An hour
or so to do the setup here because it is different and involved. But
Yeah.
we think we got it. We hope we do.
I think we do.
Also, what happened last week is we got some help with our editing. And so more details to follow on that later. But I just feel like we're taking the right steps to getting this thing up and running. And so thank you for your patience. And we are happy to have you back for episode 3.
Episode 3.
So last week was spring break.
Is that what it was?
Well, for some of us, yes. How was your week? What did you do?
You know, I worked. I have a pretty tight yoga schedule. It was just my normal jam-packed week.
And do you feel like that your business has really increased, stayed about the same, or decreased since the pandemic?
Increased.
That's what I thought.
It was busy before, but now it's so different. But the whole pandemic, I kept this intention. Nothing will go back to the way it was. And I have not let it. It was a positive thing for me. I mean, I've everything's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful because of the pandemic. Had it not been for the pandemic, I don't think I would have tuned in and been lucky enough to be a part of the Zoom classes.
I'm so glad you're doing that.
Oh, gosh, who would have thunk it? But it's a great way to start the week. And it's hard in this busy life of ours to make yourself calm down and refocus. But man, it helps. It really does. So thank you for that.
Well, I'm so glad you're showing up. And hey, imagine doing it every day.
I know, but I like to sweat.
Listen, you could put a couple of heaters in your room and go to town.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So spring break.
Where'd you go?
We went to Fort Pierce, Florida.
Where is that? Is that on the Gulf Coast or the Atlantic?
The Atlantic.
So the nice walkable beaches.
Oh, yeah. Very different. Shells and the water.
Shark's teeth, right?
Well.
Fossils.
Yeah, I'm just a big reader. And I get in the water here and there, but my other half loves to walk and look at shells.
Yeah.
Loves it. But yeah, went down there. It's a good bit of a drive.
Like how long?
Well, with the dogs, we got to take the dogs, which was awesome.
That's awesome.
Buddy and Frankie got to go to the beach. Buddy and Frankie go to the beach. Sounds like a book. So we drove, and my brother has a condo there, and so it was very kind of he and his wife to let us use it for the week and bring our babies. Where is it? Geography and it's just down there past Vero Beach.
Where's Vero Beach?
It's also on the Atlantic side.
Okay, so Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, yeah. We drove through there. Thought about you when we went through Moultrie.
Okay.
And Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And then you kind of go towards Orlando.
Okay.
Daytona.
And
How
many hours are we talking here?
Just keep on going.
Oh, Lordy.
200 miles north of Miami. I saw that sign. It said Miami, 200 miles. Well, with the dogs, stops and starts, it was about 10 hours.
No, I couldn't do that.
And back to yoga. That's where that deep breathing really helped in the traffic.
And stretches in the car.
Well, I forgot about that. I did do the stretches when I got there, but I used to hold my breath when I got stressed, and now I like...
Oh, you've become the deep breather.
I try, man,
That's
and
awesome.
It helps.
That's awesome.
I never realized what a breath holder I was, in stressful times. Anyway, so went to the beach with the puppies. Cute little fishing town right on the Indian River. So saw some beautiful sunrises, and then great walkability to restaurants and fresh seafood. The people down there are so friendly. The best news is it wasn't too crowded.
Really? Spring break, it wasn't crowded?
Yeah, that's the beauty of this. I guess maybe because it is so far, it's not that crowded, which was unbelievable for that week. Because, gosh, if we had been at Destin or Panama City, it'd been wall-to-wall people, restaurants, beaches, everywhere.
This is reminding me of a story, and I'm hoping that my old friend Maria Cortez is listening to this. I used to go to Jacksonville, Florida, to my grandparents' condo just for Friday night through Sunday afternoon. 6 hours to get there, 6 hours to get back. It was worth it to me. And Maria would leave after work Friday night and drive to the beach. And I would be waiting up, and I would finally fall asleep because it was like 2 a.m. She's still not there. She would get distracted and miss the sign going to Jacksonville and end up in Miami. And it didn't just happen one time. It happened multiple times. And it was like, how? So you drove down, you saw the Jacksonville sign, and...
I mean, Miami is 5 hours south of...
Yes, it sure is.
She must have really enjoyed being in the car.
I think she was listening to music and talking to a friend, and you know how you can get distracted talking to friends. I was driving from Yogaville, which is up in Virginia, one of my favorite places in the world, and it takes 8 minutes to get there from Atlanta. And driving home... Did I say 8 minutes? I think I meant 8 hours. Okay. Thank you for catching that. And, but I use my wiggling of my nose, and I'm just there in 8 minutes. But no, driving home, I completely missed the turn and went an hour past the turn. So yeah, I can see how it would happen.
So, yeah, good week. A friend of ours was also down there, and so we got to spend some time on the beach with her and her mother, who lives in Port St. Lucie. And so that was fun. We had a great day on the beach, and then we were going to go kayaking, but our trip got canceled because of the wind. But yeah, it's different. The water is still beautiful. Of course, the sand is different, but
it's that gray.
Yeah.
Sand compared to, yeah.
But again, I mean, the drive was a little rough, but just the fact that it wasn't crowded and just a kicked back, sleepy little town, really relaxing.
Did you get some conch fritters?
They were on the menu. We're a big fresh tuna group. We like...
Wait. Is tuna... like this part of the world fish, or they are colder fish?
I don't know. Ahi tuna, and we had poke bowls,
I think, yeah.
Avocado, rice, scallions.
Yummy.
Radishes, cucumbers.
You're making me hungry.
I know. So anyway, all that's to say, we decided to come on back yesterday because we wanted to beat the traffic, even though we did hit a good bit. But I feel like it was better to, tomorrow, today and Sunday will be 10 times worse.
Yeah. And you wanted to record this podcast, number 3.
And plus, I don't know about you, but when I'm on vacation, like, I love it, but I'm ready to get on back.
Yeah.
I'm a routine kind of girl. How about you? I mean, do you sit well on vacation? Can you, like, chill out?
It takes me about 2 full days to get into vacation mode. And my husband and I will look at each other and go, well, he'll look at me and go, when's Vacation Allie going to join us?
Whoa, yeah.
But it does take me a long time because I guess I have my own business. It's hard for me to put that on hold.
You are a business owner.
I am a business owner, a female business owner.
Business owner.
And it does. It takes me a while to get in the mood. But when I do, oh my gosh, it's pretty glorious. Yeah. I get super depressed the day before I'm coming home. That's why I asked you, are you sad? Because I just get like, I don't want to go home. So that's great. That makes me see that, yes, I need to have those breaks.
Yeah. Even a kid, I remember, like, I would be really sad to say goodbye to the beach. Like, I literally would talk to it as we drove away.
Oh, I love that.
I would wave to it and I would say, bye. We'll always be back.
Oh.
But
Jekyll Island was your place, right?
Yeah, Jekyll Island, Panama City. But Jekyll Island was a lot of our vacations, especially Thanksgivings we would go because my mom wanted us to camp like the Indians.
What?
For Thanksgiving, yeah.
Wait, this is the first time I've ever heard this.
Yes.
Camp like Indians, so you would cook over a campfire?
Indeed. Well, yeah, they would. And you put the aluminum foil out. Maybe your mom would have really liked that since she liked aluminum foil. No, but did you ever go camping with us?
No.
Your husband did, but we would make turtles. They're called turtles. And it's basically just potatoes, chopped up like sirloin beef.
Yeah.
Vegetable soup, Campbell's vegetable soup.
Yeah.
And you throw it in the aluminum foil, wrap it up, and then you cook it over the fire.
Wow.
Yeah, it was delicious. And then, we'd sit by the fire and sing with the auto harp.
Oh.
Yeah.
The auto harp?
Yeah.
Do you still have one?
Well, it's in my garage. Yeah. So anyway, about vacation, coming home. But isn't it great to like where you live and want to come home?
Yes.
How lucky are we?
Yes. I do like to come home, and it usually happens once you get in the car and you've checked out of your place. You're like, okay, I want to get home in like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, can't wait to get back into my own bed. I love my bed.
Mm-hmm. Good sleep.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
Yeah. So even when I was a teacher and had the summers off, 6 to 8 weeks, I'm good. I'm ready to get back to it.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know.
And why is that?
Well, I like my job, and I, as I mentioned before, love being a teacher for the most part. I don't know. I'm just a routine girl. It helps me stay focused and just feel better about myself if I'm focused on something. I don't have a hard time relaxing. It's just a good mix of fun and play. Work hard, play hard.
Yeah. I think I need to play more.
Yes, you do. What are we going to... Well,
I take myself too seriously.
We'll probably go dancing or something for your birthday.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay.
How about your birthday? It's coming up. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Later.
Sure. I'm like reserving you for your birthday. Everyone.
Okay, then.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it lasts all month.
Yes,
Don't forget.
I'm aware of you and my mother.
So, where did you go other than Jacksonville?
Switzerland.
Oh, that's right. The big trip. Yep.
And I don't want to sound like a spoiled, rotten person.
Getting close.
Yeah. My parents lived in Switzerland. My dad went to Basel, Switzerland to study under Karl Barth, who was a famous theologian, and he got his PhD there and had to learn German for this course.
Wow.
So they fell in love with it so much. My sister and my brother actually lived there. So my parents went back every summer, and we were included sometimes. And we would do major hiking. I'm not going to tell you where we went because I don't want everyone going there. So the next time I go there, I can't find a place. But
desolate. You want to keep it?
I do.
Off the grid.
I do. But you know what? It's kind of famous now. So I'll tell you. Grindelwald.
I mean, I've even heard of that in my small geographic mind.
Yes. It's glorious.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were lucky to go there, but you know, I do like going to the same place. You know, we find a certain condo that we like at Seagrove or something, but can we do something new? Can we go to Alabama coast? I've never been there. Can we go to, I really don't want to be my parents, and I do try so hard not to be them, and I am them. I am. Yeah.
I do that, or I'm thinking about that too, is like, so this was huge for us to go somewhere different. This was different this year because we usually, you know, we'll go out west to Vegas and then throw in a national park or something.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. And we will return, but I just wanted to do something a little different. And I do love the beach. Brings me so much joy.
Well, it's your partner's favorite place in the world, right?
Yeah, we both do.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So family, and tomorrow's Easter.
Oh, wow. Okay. Traditions.
Yes. What does that look like for you?
Tomorrow we're going to be with my husband's family. I'm so looking forward to that. But growing up, very important day. My dad was a minister.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So lamb. Yep.
Yeah.
Lamb with
jelly?
mint. I mean,
just load it up.
It was just an excuse for mint jelly.
Well, listen, at least you had a meal in the house, sister. This is good stuff.
Absolutely. And you know, those memories are when I was in Druid Hills.
Yeah.
Not at Sagamore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What was your meal?
Well, of course, church.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which was always the big music day.
Yes. Yes.
And everybody was there to show off their big Easter dress. I don't care how young or old you are. I mean, don't try to say you don't care what you wear on Easter, because that's the day. And then it'll end up being cold, probably much like tomorrow. And you'll have a short pink sleeveless dress and freeze your butt off.
You will. Linen. Sleeveless.
But
with the white shoes that would just cut bloody blisters into your feet.
Oh. Yeah. So anyway, Easter dress. We too would have lamb.
You would? Okay.
Yes.
With rosemary. What did she put on her lamb?
I don't remember, but I do remember the mint jelly. Super big.
Yeah.
Tradition day. Deviled eggs. Macaroni and cheese.
Now, what deviled eggs did she do?
Oh, listen. We still have a thing in our family. Like,
okay.
My
Tell
brother,
it all.
It's not. They don't taste like mama's.
Okay.
Miracle Whip.
No.
Yeah. Sweet pickles.
No.
Sweet pickles.
Okay, so sweet mayonnaise
Mhm.
with sweet pickles. Did
Yeah.
she add sugar on top of that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And a little paprika.
Right?
Add the little color. Usually banana pudding.
Made with Nilla wafers, right?
Uh-huh. And just a good old pitcher of sweet tea.
Oh, man.
With mint. No, there's the mint again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your green vegetable?
Great question. I'm going to say probably broccoli.
Broccoli?
Yeah, we're big broccoli cauliflower people.
Oh, so like the frozen bag that I grew up with.
No. Fresh.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you have to remember, too, is the older, my sister's always in the kitchen with my mom. And
Yeah.
so we had some fantastic meals.
Oh.
Yeah. Good stuff. I don't know. Tomorrow will be a little different, but.
Okay. So what will you do?
Well, I'm not sure. My brother was going to be at the Masters, but now he's not going.
He doesn't want to have a rainy, cold day at the Masters? How about that tree falling down?
I mean,
what the heck?
That is I don't know what to say. I mean, miracle is duh, but the fact that that fell and nobody got hurt?
Crazy. It looked like, I only saw it on my husband's phone, but it looked like it fell in a pond, maybe?
Yeah.
Behind everybody?
We were in the car and our phones just driving home. Our phones were just binging. Oh my God, did you see this picture? Yeah, and I'm like, what happened? The tree fell. Anyway, so he was going to go to the Masters, but now he's not.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. It may just be just us at home. I did ask my partner to buy some eggs because I'm going to try the deviled eggs tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I have the best recipe. Would y'all like for me to share with you?
I think so.
I hope that Jill Connolly will not be mad that I'm sharing this to the world.
Royalties. I mean, we're willing to, once we get up and famous, we're willing to pay some royalties to folks that we mention, and that's okay.
If we did become drunk ladies who talk about murder, I did listen to their podcast, and I thought, what a fabulous thing that they have wine companies sending them wine that they get to talk about. So,
I mean, I'll read a murder mystery.
Yeah.
If they're going to send us some vino.
Okay. So back to Jill Connolly's deviled egg recipe. You ready?
Drum roll.
Hellman's mayonnaise, or if you're a Duke's mayonnaise person, that's okay.
I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Golden mustard. When I had her deviled eggs, she had me over one day for lunch, and I was like, this is the best deviled egg I've ever had. So golden mustard, either Hellman's or Duke's, salt, pepper. That is it.
No pickle?
Nope.
I like the pickle in there.
Yeah.
I also like to do a little coleslaw dressing and mustard.
So sweet.
So I like tangy.
Okay.
But
like vinegar, you could add some vinegar to it.
I like to cut the tang with the mustard's tangy. Maybe that's why I like it. Anyway, I like the idea of mustard thrown in there.
Okay.
For sure.
So you did banana pudding. I think my mother always had a carrot cake, and she made great carrot cake.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, my gosh.
Was that why you think you wanted to be a baker in London?
I became a pastry chef it was a fluke. I was at cooking school in London, as I've said in a previous podcast, and then I came back here and cooked at Buckhead Diner.
Oh, that's right.
And loved that. I was with Stephen from high school, which was so lovely. We were both on this line together, Stephen Woodard. And one day we were on the line sweating, and this guy comes out and said, would anybody like to be the pastry chef? Our pastry chef is leaving. It's a nighttime position. And no one raised their hand. And I was just like, do it. Not knowing it was going to be 2 a.m. until 12. Yes. So this guy wore a turban, and he listened to the subliminal music that had a message the whole night long. And he taught me all of the recipes. So yes, I do have the recipe of the white chocolate banana pie.
You said 12 to 2?
2 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Were your hours?
Yes, because you had to be in a cool kitchen. So the kitchens are really hot, especially that place, because it has a flat roof that was black tar. So they would, at the end of the shift, come out and hose down the tar roof to cool down the restaurant and the kitchen.
Gosh.
And then he and I would come in, and then after he left, just me. And I'd have to go in this walk-in refrigerator freezer and whip the cream in there so it wouldn't curdle and become butter.
I never thought about the temperature of the kitchen being so important.
So that was crazy. Thank God my ex-husband, father of my children, came and proposed to me, because I'd probably,
I was going to say, that this had
it would have aged you. It would have aged you big time.
Clearly before you were a mom.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I went back to London.
That's impressive, dude.
Thank you.
No, I'm serious. That's hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I liked it. I mean, I did like working in a kitchen, but you had to be tough. I mean, when I worked at Moët Chandon in London, I was mean to people that got in my way.
But just on your feet? And
yes.
Gosh.
Yes. And if people came in and they were rushing me or whatever, I was like, get out of the kitchen. And I don't want to be that person. So I'm so glad I don't do that anymore.
Well, happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter.
Enjoy your day with friends and family.
What's the hippity hoppity Easter on its way song?
Here comes Peter Cottontail,
hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
All right, guys, thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to rate, review, and download. Allie's keeping some stats, and I'm fascinated by the downloads. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
All right.
On Yogi and the Bee.
Bubbles and bye-bye.
Namaste.